What is going on, everybody? It is a very, very, very special unboxing today because I finally received my box from our friend Ivar Geithung in Norway. He sent this, I think, a month or maybe even more than a month ago. The point was to originally for it to show up before October 10th so that I can enjoy some of his farmhouse beer and some other goodies that I believe to be inside this box for that the Cornwall Festival, the virtual conference and brew day extravaganza that happened in Norway that day, just so I could have some beer from the motherland as I was watching it online. Didn't make it. We've been tracking it. You know, it's funny, you lose track of it kind of after it leaves Norway for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it popped up as having cleared customs in Chicago, and that was like 11 days ago. Chicago's like 8 hours away from St. Paul, Minnesota, so it was just kind of like, what is happening? But it has finally arrived. The customs form says Kveik, tradition brew, food, birthday present. So that's what's in here. And as with most boxes that Ivar sends, they arrived in one piece, but just barely. You can see there's a big gap here, there's a big gap here. He's labeled it the Transatlantic Kveik Collection, or Connection Group. Transatlantic Kveik Connection Group. It's awesome. So we're gonna cut this bad boy open. It looks like an elephant punted it the last 100 miles of its journey. Once again, huge thanks as always to Ivar when he does this. It's always just such a treat. Another thing about Ivar's boxes that always blow my mind is like how, you know, not to disparage him at all, but like when I receive bottles and cans here in America, like even if they're only like traveling 100 miles, they're like bubble wrapped and packed in newspaper. Homeboy Ivar just like throws these mugs into a box, dude. I mean, they're these super pressure rated like PET bottles, so clearly they're not gonna explode, but like it's just always so funny to me that like a little hope and a prayer. So what we got? Well, as always, we've got brew, of course. Ivar's brews, and these are very special brews. So these are the first brews that he's done on his property with malt. So he and some friends malted their own barley. It sat in like a stream for 3 days to soak, and then they dried it. So they made their own malt. And this is the first beer with not only that, but hops from his farm, from Saland, and then a Kveik that we believe hopefully will one day be on the register, but it doesn't matter that it's not because it is the Kveik from his farmstead, his Saland farmstead. So he's working on getting that registered, I believe, but these are the first brews. Oh my gosh, holy cow, dude. He sent 6 of these. Well, that's gonna help a lot more people get to taste this. So Heimabrig from Saland, and yeah, we'll see it in tasting notes. I don't want to sit here and like pass along tasting notes, but he like entered this in the Cornwall Festival on the homebrew side and got judge comments. He has opinions of what they taste like, but I've been led to believe that his Kveik makes beers taste way different than a lot of other Kveiks that we've been exposed to. So here is some kind of like, I think it's kind of like a tourist guide, the Mother's Grave. It's kind of something Strong. I mean, this is right on the lake, Lake Opheim, that we stayed on. So I'm not 100% sure what this is. A place for memory and meditation at the medieval churchyard of Opheim. He's clearly encouraging and inviting us back and giving us some itinerary notes for when we do come back. Mail interception notice. Postmark, Norway. Breakage, none. Reconditioning required, none. Animal products, meat and meat products. Deer, cured, dried, 1.6 kilogram. Material not authorized entry. Contains meats not admitted by U.S. agriculture. Oh man, they might have taken. Dude, this happened when we came back from Norway last year, and it absolutely broke our heart. We brought back some elk sausage and deer sausage, and they straight took it out of our bag and threw it away in a trash can. I think Elsa literally screamed when they did that. So, dude, that is going to really make Ivar upset. That sucks. Because not only did he send some that would, I think, be considered like commercial, but Ivar Husdal, our other Ivar friend, this older gentleman, historian, and just all around awesome guy, he had made homemade cured meats for us. So that's very upsetting, actually, to be caught on video. Not so upsetting. Some cute moccasin socks for the little baby boy Walton, who is literally due today but has not made his arrival. That's the other funny thing about this arriving not in time for the Cornhole Festival, but arriving today after me bugging people in the receiving department at work over and over every day is like, oh, we're like, now the baby can come because the beer that we can toast his birth with is here. So little baby boy's got some sock moccasins with some like straight up kind of leathery textured bottoms, and a little Norway expedition beanie, and like a little, I think it's a scarf and little gloves. Oh, but wow, that is really disheartening that meat didn't get to come. He's gonna be very upset about that, and I am very upset about that. Oh, and then this guy, like a little Viking gnome looking gentleman who's on his ship. He's got a wooden barrel of ool, of that good ool, that good ale. It looks like he's having a good old time, man. I don't know if this is also maybe meant for the youngin'. Maybe this will live in his room. That is really cool. Man, that is so sad that they took that meat, dude. U.S. Customs, you need to get it together. That's a true bummer, man. Man, we were gonna get cured, alderwood smoked cured meat from the motherland, from Ivar Husdal, to drink with the Heimer League. They stole our meat, Ivar. The guide to Voss 2020. All things Voss, food, outdoor, fishing, kayaking, restaurants, historical points of interest. All right, so you'll definitely see, it looks like multiple tasting notes possibly, but I'm gonna get to share this with a lot of people. Case in point, it's kind of funny that all of this is happening on the same day. So like, you know, these are super cloudy now. They'll never really get that clear, but ultimately it will kind of bottom out to where there's some Kavik sediment around the ring here. For the heck of it, this is a bottle that he sent earlier this year, and it had, well, you can see it starting to settle, but it had like 1 centimeter maybe of Uranus Kavik. Wait, is this Uranus? Yeah, Uranus Kavik sediment. I took the fast pitch canned wort from Northern Brewer, hit it with that can, you top it off with water, and it makes like a 1040 kind of starter. So yeah, it's still fermenting. So last night I did that just for the heck of it to see if I could wake this Kavik back up. And as you can see, it is definitely awake, and it has that like Uranus flakes aroma of like cherry, super caramelized, like a little woody. It doesn't smell like the canned wort that it started at, so that's definitely working as well. So I like to reuse Ivar's bottles when he sends them because I feel like they're blessed from the motherland. All right, y'all, pour one out for the sausage we didn't get. That is very upsetting, but that's what happens when you mess with the U.S. government and send ruminant animal product from Norway, material that is not authorized, contains meat not admitted by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Meat may carry animal disease that do not occur in the United States. Right. After they've been smoked and cured and vacuum sealed. Weak, America, weak. Prohibited material removed and destroyed. They destroyed my meat. Thank you, Ivar. We love you. Skål. Go Vikings. Not this year, but maybe one year. Cheers. Thanks for the care package, brother. God, America, what's wrong with you? Free the meat, yo!